What's up with YouTube? Just getting on right quick, man. I had to respond to the brother's uh, video on reparations. So on BTV's channel. So I just want to give my thoughts on reparations. First, reparations is, I do believe in the concept of reparations because, first of all, after World War II, the Japanese, they got their reparations because when we had them in concentration camps in the States, trying to figure out if they were spies or not, but the U.S. pays them reparations, and the thing about it, the Jews get reparations from the whole Jewish Holocaust thing. They had a 5-year Holocaust compared to our 400-year Holocaust. And that's we don't get anything, so I do believe in the concept of reparations. But the second thing about it, America would never ever be able to repair or pay us what is due, or any type of gesture at that. Just for the simple fact is, they can't. For one, they can't repay us for what they did. I mean, nothing they can do can ever take back or replace or make even. For one, because okay, let's say they gave us the equivalent of 40 acres on a mule in today's dollars. That would break the bank to give everybody 40 acres in the equivalency in today's dollars of 40 acres and a mule. It'll break the bank. It's bad enough they're having problems paying everybody else, so they can't. It's just the only way I can ever see them really seeing America really pay us is when this baseball card of a slave owner, if this dollar fall all the way out, because the truth about it is this stuff, it don't mean anything no more. Dollars ain't been backed by gold for years, for decades. So why would they, why would we want something that doesn't even mean anything? I mean, if you do your research, you will see the dollar's falling. Like think back in 2003, I remember an ounce of gold cost around $300 an ounce. Now it's like right there between $600 and $700 an ounce of gold, just because this money ain't been tied by nothing for years. This dollar is falling, and if anything, I don't want to be paid in something that ain't worth nothing, monopoly money. So that's my thing on that. So it's just my thing about reparations. I believe in the concept, but it'll never happen. The thing about it is, for once, we can't expect somebody to do something for us that we can't do for ourselves. But what I mean that is, it's just like I read some of your comments already on this video that I'm responding to. I think somebody said something like compared it to Katrina. Somebody, they'll just be spending the money, the FEMA money on whatever. I mean, which is kind of true, but it's just the simple fact that we don't even know what to do with money. I mean, we only know is what we see. That's what I mean. And the thing is, we can't expect somebody to repair something that we can't repair for ourselves. We can't expect somebody to give us something and it'll make it all better, it'll make it even, and make the day dandy. So that's my thing on it. It's just is not. I mean, I can't. We not boys. We not kids. We don't need somebody to do anything for us. We can do it for ourselves. The thing about it is just because they can't do it. It was so much psychological. It's more than it just, pay you some money and, be on your happy way. They did so much psychologically to our community that we can't do anything about it but recognize it and try to correct it ourselves. Like I'm not gonna take too much time because I'm trying to time myself. But if you have a chance to look up the Willie Lynch letter. It was a slave owner by the name of Willie Lynch from the West Indies. Pretty much came to Virginia and taught Americans, the colonialists, how to deal with their slaves, and pretty much they dealt with them on the level of dealing with cattle. You have to break the men and women down to the point where they're cattle. They're like pets. We had to the way he treated the slaves was he had to separate them. He had to create a divide them. It was the same divide and conquer thing that these people have been doing for ages. Well, what I mean by these people, just the whole colonialists, from Britain's colonial, anyway, it's the same divide and conquer strategy. The first thing Willie Lynch taught them was to you have to create a lighter version of them. So he mixed in with us. That's where you first got your light skin, then your dark skin. That the shit is still going on. I still know people who don't like dark skinned people, and I know people that don't like light skinned people. It's the same Willie Lynch syndrome they started 300 years ago. And the thing about it is, he had to separate us. He had to make the house nigga, the field nigga, the light skin, the dark skin. He had to make he had to pit the man against the woman. And at all of this is going on, you had to have them love you, the slave master. And that shit is still going on there. I still know black women and black men that just hate each other. I don't like black women. I don't like black men. They this, they that, they that. And it's not that they're necessarily born it, but they're taught that. They're almost nurtured into it, just generational. It's almost just like it's almost like a generational curse that it's still grown ass men that don't want to take care of their kids is because decades because they daddy did this and they learned it from their mom and they learned it from their daddy, all from the slaves on the plantation who the slave master taught to pretty much hey, I'm gonna treat you like a horse, man. You gonna bang this one, and this one, and this one. That way I can have some strong slaves when they get pregnant. Pretty much. The thing about it, they had to break us down to the issue like we were just cattle. We were, they sold us, well, this nigga looks strong. Let me buy him for $100. I don't know how much they cost, but I'm just trying to make a point. It's so much psychological things that were done to us to where we have to change ourselves. Like I'm pretty sure. You guys probably heard about some of the instances, if you guys did some researches of just how he took a pregnant woman and used her as an example. This is back slave times, but a slave owner took a pregnant pregnant slave, bound her by her feet, tied her up in the air upside down, cut her baby from her womb, crushed the baby on the floor with his heel to make an example to get everybody scared. That'll put so much psychological stuff into you. I mean, it was so much done to us the way you just can't pay us. That's what I'm saying. And to the point where it still has its residual effects now. So that's what I mean. It's just we can't do anything until we want to do something for ourselves. That's what I mean. You can pay us all the money in the world in the form of reparations. Okay, we're gonna pay you for what we done. And be on your dandy way, but it won't change us. We'll still be, after all that money's gone, we'll still end up back in the same position, and then we crying about something else. Well, I shouldn't say that, but I mean this is my opinion, But it's so much that was done that they can't pay us. Frankly, I don't want America to try to pacify us or whatever. Well, we give you this and be done with it. Nah, it's a little bit bigger than that. So we gotta. Point I'm making, you can't do anything until you want to do something for yourself. So my thing is, this is it. I don't expect them to really even try to even do reparations because the dollar don't even mean nothing. They pay us when this dollar ain't worth nothing. So, but like I said, I don't want to keep it too lengthy, man. That's pretty much my point on it, man. So that's pretty much it. So get back to you. So peace out.